Real life street stars, man. We got Stop6 in the building, man. Stop6 DJ in the building, man. What's good with you, my G?
What's up with it?
Me personally, I gotta ask, because my son, he ran for Fort Worth. And Stop6, y'all niggas is fast as fuck, man. Did you run track?
I got police speed.
Nah, man.
I could get away from the cops.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah,
probably not. I wouldn't say used to. Probably not right now. You know what I'm saying? But
what's the highest fence you think you've ever jumped over?
Don't say no picket fence.
Nah, I didn't jump some fences.
Have you had to run from a dog?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you that.
Everybody run from a damn dog. Man, DJ, I see you got your son with you, man. First and foremost, happy belated Father's Day.
Appreciate it.
You know, fathers don't get a lot of love in June, but you know, we're gonna spread all the kind of love.
Are you a single daddy? Or
I ain't with nobody.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. All right, so all right.
How many?
Yeah.
I got 3 kids, 3 baby mamas.
Okay.
3 kids, 3 baby mamas. How would you rate yourself as a father if you were to give yourself a grade?
Oh, from 1 to 100, I'm 100.
Now, keep it real. Did you get a Father's Day gift?
Nah, I won't.
Did you feel some type of way?
Nah, this is my gift.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Wait a minute. We ain't gonna settle for that. Ain't no card or nothing. No, mama didn't make no.
I wasn't tripping on that.
All right.
But if you were to request a Father's Day gift, what would be something that was adequate?
Cha-ching.
My mama.
Oh man! Ooh, wow, man, that's real. Oh, man, hey, there's a story. There's a story there, man. For those that are deaf, dumb, stupid, man, you know, people are gonna see you on this couch right here, and they're like, oh man, you know, we've been trying to get his story for a minute.
Yeah.
I want you to quickly run through as far as some of your accolades, as far as even what got you on this couch, because we're about to go through there. Yeah. But where make some people know you from or know you as, and
you know, I'm Stop6 DJ. OG blood and killed my mama when I was 11 years old in front of me. Man. And, you know, I've been cool with Charleston, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. You know, just chilling before all of everything that's been going on. I've been doing them. Been by my side for a long time. You know, we always talk about it. That's how I'm here.
So let's talk about that right there, man. For those that may not know the geography of Dallas-Fort Worth, where is Stop6 located? What are your affiliations to Stop6 as you were a kid? Did you always live there? Was your family generations living there?
Yeah, I'm a Moore. We got a big family.
Yeah, heard about the Moors.
From Stop6.
Yeah.
You know, Low Key, my cousin. Kenny B.
Shout out Low Key. Yeah.
Stop6 Low Key?
Yeah, my cousin.
Man, shout out to them, bro. He one of them ones that came through here that really impressed
Kenny
us.
B, my cousin.
Shout out Kenny B. God love
Mad
him.
Max.
Yeah.
My cousin, they are my cousin. I'm older than them.
Wait, so everybody just kind of family out there that decide to rap or something? Or?
Just about. You know, you got Stop6, the South Side.
Right.
West Side. You know, just like every other hood, you know. But born and raised in Stop6.
So tell me about Kenny B and Stop6 Daddy, because I seen him do interviews and from what I hear, and he's like an OG out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he OG.
So, what about your pops? Do you know who your pops is?
Oh, yeah.
Where was he at as far as throughout the Stop6?
My dad been incarcerated a lot. You know, so, you know.
So mama had to hold it down.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm really a granny baby though.
Okay. Man, you brought up your mother, man, and that's one reason even when Charleston was speaking on you as far as telling us your story, and we kind of want to just jump off the back with it because I want to have this make sense throughout your whole story.
Okay.
You saw your mom was gunned down.
Yeah, shot 14 times in front of me. I was 11 years old.
In front of you?
Yeah.
Do you mind kind of taking us through what that was? I know 11 is young, but again, things like that, memory probably sticks a little bit when you see something like that. Before you even take us through that, was your mother involved in the game at all? Like, was she?
Nah, before my mama died, she had 4 jobs.
4 jobs? Brothers and sisters you had?
Yeah, I got, mama's side, I got 3 sisters.
So you and 3 sisters she taking care of?
3 sisters.
Yeah, if you don't mind, as far as can you walk us through that situation as far as what happened with your mother, you being 11 years old?
Yeah, okay. It started at I was raised by my grandmother, my daddy's mother. So when I was born, my mother gave me to her on the strength of my daddy because he wanted me to stay with my granny. But she always took care of me. She stayed in Arlington, my mama.
Yeah.
So I used to go back and forth to Stop6 to Arlington. when I turned 11, about 6th grade, I wanted to stay with my mama. So my granny was in the hospital. She let me go stay with my mama. I got in some trouble at school. Started a gang.
Started a game.
Yeah, started a game at a school in Arlington. We had to have a parents conference. My mama, my daddy, and the principal. So we were having a parents conference. We was having a parents conference, and his name is they know everybody know him by Evil, but his name is Dwayne. You know what I'm saying? So he walked in, he seen us in the parents conference. He got mad because my daddy was sitting on the couch, sitting in the principal's office with my mama. So that's what all sparked it out.
Oh.
So he called her out the principal's office during the meeting and took her to the restroom. And my sister was in the restroom. I got a sister by the name of Piggy. She was in the restroom, and she caught him cutting my mama behind her ear in the restroom at the school. Damn. So
oh, get it.
When she came,
I see that moment. I see that moment. It's okay, son. That's a daddy for you. That's a daddy for you. Hey, that's a daddy for you. Yeah. Protect at all costs.
Bro, I see it.
Protect at all costs. Boy.
That's impressive.
Boy.
So anyway, my sister called him.
We gotta reset.
No, find out the time.
6:30.
Leave this on. Sit up.
All right.
We're going back like 3, 2, 1.
So basically, my sister walked in the restroom, cutting my mama and stuff. So they came out. My mama was crying. My daddy asked her what was wrong. She wouldn't tell him. So we got to my granny house. My granny came outside. She see my mama crying. She asked her, "What's wrong with you?" And my mama told her. She was like, "We call him Evil. You know, OG blood. We call him Evil."
Yeah.
She was like, "Evil cut me at the school behind my ear. He said if I tell anybody, he gonna kill me."
Damn.
So at the moment when she was telling them, she was telling my granny that Evil was calling my mama's phone. So my granny grabbed the phone and was like, "Shit, motherfucker, you put your hands on my daughter, and you better stay away." Ooh, ooh, and hung up. So by 9 o'clock that night came, my mama was making chili dogs. We all ate. My sister and them was in the room. I had ran back in the kitchen to help my mama clean up. But before that, I was going to the restroom, and you know how it's dark outside, you got the restroom light on, and you can see like shadows. If somebody passed your window, you can see shadows.
Yeah.
So how our house was, it's the restroom, and if you walk past the restroom, you'll walk past the kitchen window, and then the back door window. So when I seen a shadow go by, I ran in the kitchen with my mama. I started helping her clean up, so I started washing dishes. So he came past the kitchen window with a sink in. It's the sink and a window. You know, the light be right there. He walked past that. So me, I don't say nothing. I just follow the shadow. When I get to the back door, and then I look out the screen, he right there with a gun. So at that moment, I was like, "Mama, watch out, you got a gun." And the shots just rang out. You know what I'm saying? I tried to run and grab her, pull her to the ground, but by that time, she was already hit 14 times. So that's how it happened, like.
How old was your mother at that time?
25.
25.
25.
You're 11?
Yeah, I was 11.
And you're the oldest, right?
No, I'm the second oldest.
Second oldest. How old is your siblings?
My sisters, I can't remember exactly what ages they was. I think my sister was like, I want to say like 13, 14. And my sister under me, she was like 10 or 9. And then my younger sister, she was like 6, 5, or something like that.
And you were the only one present at the time, as far as seeing it?
Yeah, I was there, but they was in the room and I was in there with her.
Man, I can only imagine what that even does, to an 11-year-old to see that. Do you remember what you did, like as far as your reaction to it, or were you screaming, were you crying? Do you remember like kind of what went through your head at the time?
No, basically, when it happened, that my auntie that was in the house too, she had to come. She the one pulled me from under my mama. Cause I was trying to save her, but she fell on top of me. I was a child then. So she basically the one that pulled me from under my mama, and it was just like a shocker, like just stuck. You don't know what to do. But.
Man, what transpired next? Because again, this is, again, you're a child, and this is none that you should ever have to see or even behold or even have to go through. But I know it got chaotic after that.
Yeah, after that, you know, it's trouble. You got bad attitudes, trouble in school, of course. Just running the streets. I've been packing a pistol since I was 12 years old. You know, just life changed. Can't be a kid no more. Gotta grow up. You know, it's like, I seen who did it, but we was always taught not to snitch. You know what I'm saying? So
even at that age,
you
knew not to tell and say who did it?
Even my mama told me that though. See what I'm saying? He would stop telling. Stop telling. So that's just how we was raised.
Did they question you about who did it, the police?
Yeah, my granny slapped the shit out of me, made me tell. Cause I didn't want to tell at first. Cause you know, even though it's mama, I was just raised that way. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was, but I had to realize even at 12 that my granny and my sister and them come first. So if this is what they want, I gotta give it to them. So it was kind of hard for me at first just to go ahead and let them know until my granny slapped the shit out of me and was like, you gonna tell them folks what they need to know. And that's just how it went. So that's just how it went.
How long did you harbor that, like the feeling like you wanted to get your own get back, or was that even a thing at that point?
It was always a thing, but I always prayed since I was 12 years old. Like, my daddy mama, she a godly woman. She taught me she always taught us about God, and forgiveness is a big thing. So it was, I always wanted to get some get back. I always wanted to, you know what I'm saying? But in my heart, I always prayed to forgive them when I see them.
Yeah. Now, as you grew up and you carried that with you, you know, as you say, it was hard with attitudes and going through school. When did that really start to affect you as an adult? Or had you, because, you know, sometimes we become numb to things like that. You saw it and it happened, but then, you know, you grow up.
It took me, shout out to my granny, because it took me 7 years of counseling.
Okay.
My granny put me in counseling when I was 13. So to this day, it still take a lot. Like when I get mad or get in that mode, that's one of the thoughts I have of my mama. It was what I done seen, and I have to really slow down and think and calm down.
Man, 14 shots is a lot, and it's over excessive. Did she have a chance at all? Do you know?
She, not really. At first we thought she had a chance until they found the bullet in her head. So she had surgery. She got shot from feet all the way to head up. So by the time they got to the head, she was brain dead. If they would have started the head first, she probably would have had a better chance.
Man, your daddy at this time, he's incarcerated?
Nah, he was out when my mama got shot.
Does he step up or do anything of that nature? Does he step up?
You know, okay. My daddy been incarcerated. After that, my daddy got incarcerated a couple of months.
No,
so
he got incarcerated right after that.
Yeah, my daddy got incarcerated when I was 9 months. He did 10 years. He got out, that happened. Then he got back incarcerated and did, I think, 9 years. And then got back out and got incarcerated again and did 8. So
there's no male figure in your life, like after this happens to your mom, I know your grandma's there, but there's no male figure to come in and from 12 to 16, 17 to kind of guide you?
I know. Now I'm my own daddy.
Man. You know, I always ask the question of why.
And his daddy a big dog. His daddy a big dog.
Yeah, right when he got served 9 years, he must be he must have that. Yeah, he must be.
No. Everybody know Derek Moore. Everybody know twins, the Moores, Derek Moore, Eric Moore. So his daddy, Derek Moore.
Oh, okay.
His other brother is a Derek Moore. His other brother made Fort Worth front page Star Telegram for killing the nigga that shot him at his mama house before. So his father, his uncles, they notoriously known in the streets, in the projects. So he got some of the only cousins that went Crip when the projects was all blood. So they got Fort Trey gangster Crip cousins, and they got Truman Street blood cousins. It's within their family, they like the Hatfields and McCoys.
Yeah.
Within their own family, the Moores, because they so big. They ran the project for generations.
So wait, so your family was beefing, from your knowledge, with each other, just from where they stay at?
Nah, I wouldn't say
I wouldn't say they beefing, but you got to think, nigga.
Things happen.
Twin them 4-trade gangster Crip still loped out to this day, and nigga Benny Boy and them super loped out Bloods. Yeah, no, nigga. So naturally, because of the elements in their ideologies, nigga, they still hold on to it today. So of course they, that divided a lot of cousins. You know?
I'm curious, Charleston, and while you're here, and I'm gonna let you answer this, DJ, in a second. But for Charleston, for what you push, a situation like that happened to an 11-year-old boy. What system is in place?
Ain't no system
to
for no
help this
kid.
man?
Ain't no rules for no kid, homie. Ain't no street rules for no kid. But if you're raised like this, then let me just say this, homie. It's a lot of us who was raised to tell. If all of us was in the room right now and our grandmothers or our mothers came in and said, who did this? Nigga, some of us were raised to tell. Charleston did it. And all the cousins say, Mom, no, Charleston did it. And they helped everybody sort it out. They family ain't like that. Me and one of his uncles, homie, Eric Moe, nigga, that my nigga. I'm saying and I don't say damn fools to the extent of criticizing, but when you're a damn fool in the streets, you highly admired for your foolish ways and your foolish behaviors.
That's real. So DJ, I gotta ask, because you said you started a gang even before you went to your mama.
Yeah.
You start carrying a pistol at 12.
Yeah.
So what do you do after this? You know what I'm saying? How deep in the game do you get?
I ain't never been a gang. I'm just a nigga that stay to my. I just stay to myself. I don't like niggas.
So just think about this, homie. You're an 11-year-old kid. Your mother gets killed by the OG of the neighborhood who everybody looks up to and admire. Not only he OG evil, nigga, they got a OG, they got a little evil and a baby evil. So they done took on these names. So he growing up as 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old kid watching the same gang who's associated, who the leader, one of the OGs, nigga. So nigga, mentally, psychologically, that's some tormenting shit. So not only that, you got little evil and baby evil carrying the names of OG evil who done killed your mama, and y'all all in the same apartment complex. Come on, homie. Think about the psychological, and some of your cousins is cool with these niggas and a part of the same gang that OG, and they still rep the gang. You gotta be torn.
That might put a person on offense. Did you?
Well, let me just say this. I called the police on his ass one time.
Oh, man.
Nigga, when I first went down to the class and later started working with them motherfucking kids, on 2 different occasions, I seen this nigga put an AK at the back door to shoot a nigga, and I seen him walking across the field one early in the morning. Nigga, I'm out picking up cigarette butts, condoms, and I see this nigga walking across the field toting an AK. Nigga, I 911 his little ass. You hear me? I thought he was dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
And then I saw he was a ticking time bomb, homie. He was a hothead. He was a hothead.
And for those that don't understand the Fort
And
Worth,
I called the police. I'm telling you, I only got true. I got 911 in motherfucking ass.
for those who don't understand, like the Truman blood and how deep it is out there, explain that to the folk that don't get that. You being from the funk.
It's deep.
Only blood neighborhood in Fort Worth.
It's deep.
It's the only blood. It was 20 niggas against 200 niggas.
Like nigga couldn't go through there or something.
So it was like a predominantly Crip type of set out there.
It was a predominantly blood neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
It was. They was the only bloods in the entire city. The North Side Crips, the West Side Crips, the South Side Crips. Forest Hill Crips,
and you got some East
Echo
Side.
Heights Crips,
And you got some East Side
Poly Crips, and you got some East Side Crips. no other Bloods nowhere outside of Stop6 and the Meadowbrook, the Regency O Blood.
Yeah.
And them niggas became Bloods because they were just getting shot at for no reason for being on the east side of town. They just said, okay, man, they shooting at us, we gonna be Blood. They were forced to be Blood because the niggas was just coming to shoot at anything on the east side because Stop6 was considered Blood territory.
The majority of my family Blood.
Damn, you said a lot of them are still active. Like,
They what they call it.
Because this, for you, this happened in what year?
This happened in 2001.
Man. And you ended up getting to your door. You ended up getting in some trouble yourself.
Yeah. Well, let me say that I graduated high school at 16 though.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
I was always
Motivation.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I was always book smart. I was street smart too. I didn't catch my first feeling until 30 years old.
Okay.
So I did a lot. Got away with it.
Now, there's a situation where of course you were young, you give up the name. He goes to trial, I'm assuming, for this?
Yeah, I told on him.
And then, do you go to the trial?
Yeah, I told on him.
Yeah, so you're at the trial to watch, everything that happens.
He tried to blame it on my youngest sister daddy.
Oh, nigga.
Until his lawyer said that my younger sister daddy wasn't present in the courtroom. He stood up and they seen that he was present and all that. So it shook the courtroom a little bit. But that's what who he was trying to blame it on. But I seen who did it, so.
Yeah, so therefore your testimony, of course, goes into play. They end up sentencing him. How much time they give him?
60 years.
60 years.
This is what he did. After he did that with my mama, he went to Virginia and robbed the bank.
Oh, this nigga.
So when he robbed the bank in Virginia, he went to a hood in Virginia, tried to sell a cell phone. The dude he sold the cell phone to shot him and jacked him. He went to a hotel. He had got shot in his leg. He went to a hotel and checked in, but they followed the blood trail to his room. That's how they caught him.
Damn.
He was on a run for I want to say almost 3 months or something like that.
Damn. Do you feel like justice is served when somebody gets 60 years for taking the life of your mother?
It's hard. Nah, I really don't know. I mean, some people feel like it's enough time. I feel like, if you ask me, I feel like eye for eye.
Eye for an eye. God damn. Eye for an eye.
That's how I feel. I mean, but I forgave the nigga though. I seen him.
Yeah, but I say that you seen him afterwards, right? And in your adult years.
2020 August. I think 2020 August.
Oh, this is cold.
2021 April, before I got out to Tarrant County. I seen him.
Where did you see him?
At Tarrant County.
At Tarrant County?
But I had went to the feds in 2020 for scamming Walmart. So they gave me a year.
Hold on.
Stop. Hey, listen.
Stay right there.
I was just about to say, listen. Hey,
Stay right there.
So think about this, homie. This nigga, I was in the back. I heard him say it. When he was 12 years old, he been praying to God to one day to meet him. How the fuck he gonna meet him when he gonna be gone for all these years? So in the 12, so in his heart, he's saying, God, I want to meet this man one day, so not so I can kill him, so I can forgive him.
How did you get to that point, to where you could actually forgive him for that? What was it that allowed you?
It was my granny.
That's
My granny
what's up.
raised me to forgive.
Right.
You walk around with this black cloud on you when you hold stuff in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It make you dangerous and it make you cutthroat. And I've been living like this for a long time. Since 12.
So he coming from the feds. This guy is in the county jail being transferred to come serve the time for his mother's death in state. There's no likelihood for they pass to cross.
Very ironic.
See what I'm saying?
See,
Did he apologize?
yeah, he did all that. He cried and everything.
No, wait. And right before that, because I want to touch on that meeting. But how likely do you think it was for y'all to even meet each other? That ain't supposed to happen, really. You ain't supposed to see, based on your crimes, whatever you doing, your mother. You ain't supposed to cross paths with your mother, have contact with your mother's killer who's already been found guilty of it.
This how it happened. guy answer prayers. You know what I'm saying? I survived that shooting.
Yeah.
He was 14 shots. I was just as close as my mama was. I done been shot at plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? I done been in these streets so long, I done faced death a whole bunch of times and made it out. But, you know, God answer prayers. Like, when I was in the feds and they knew I was finna, I had another case in Tarrant County for exos and pistols. I had got caught with before I went to the feds, fucking with this one nigga. I don't even fuck with niggas, but I jumped in the car with a nigga. He had a whole bunch of exos, 2 guns, and weed I didn't know about. I was walking, he gave me a ride, he didn't tell me. But you know what I'm saying, he took the case. I didn't tell on him or nothing.
He didn't snitch on him, nigga. I told him, man, tell on that nigga. I talked to him, I said, tell on that nigga.
I wouldn't tell on him.
Fuck that nigga. Man, that day he got picked up, man. Let me see, they had just put together a motherfucking violent task force in response to a Mother's Day shooting where a nigga shot up a park with 500 people in it. Right, so they put together Homeland Security, DPS, y'all already know how DPS is when they pull you up, them state trooper motherfucker. In-game unit. Say, man, the nigga he riding in the car with got a gun on the driver's side and got a gun on the passenger side with the X pills in the back. He ain't got nothing and jump in the car with this nigga and get jammed up. Man, I'm telling man.
Hey, one thing I say about this nigga though, that nigga called Homeland, he called everybody for me though.
Yeah, nah, I mean, goddamn, man.
But he know what type of nigga I am. He know I don't fuck with niggas.
Yeah, man. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know the feds had been watching him since like December 2019.
That's wild though, but nigga should go and take that. Like, nigga, you know you hopping in with nothing. Like, I don't know whose is. I don't know what's it.
We had the conversation. We got in the tank. You like, I thought you were gonna tell him. I was like, nigga, I ain't gonna tell him.
We don't even talk about it in the tank, nigga.
You know what to do.
Let's sort it out.
Different conversation in that
Let's
tank.
sort it out before we get to booking. Before we get to booking.
My granny always told me you don't get in cars with nobody if you never know what they got.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? But I always had my since 2017, 16, I've been having my own.
Man, listen, I'm walking. Him and his girl just got into it. So he stormed out the house. So he walking. The nigga say, you need a ride? Nah, I'm good. The nigga go up the street, probably sell some drugs, come back. Hey, you need a ride? Nah, I'm good. He probably go make another bite. Come back. Nigga, I'm not letting you keep walking. Okay, man, I get in. This nigga drive to go make a bite with me in the car. I was walking.
Police pulled
minding my motherfucking business. He's sitting and making a bite with me in the car, and all these different law agencies jump out on me. I'm telling, nigga.
All right, so let's see. Wait. So let's see if you can make Charleston. Let's see if you can make Charleston proud. You know, Charleston. He mentioned his Walmart. His love and hate for Walmart. You said you came out scamming at a Walmart.
Yeah, I scammed Walmart.
Did you try to do a PS5 on some Trident gum on the scanner or something? Or?
Nah, that's a petty scam.
Damn. All right.
Man, listen, I used to watch these niggas come into the class and lady homie in the after hour spot with homie with stacks of hunters, homie. Them niggas was gambling and betting and just blowing money, homie. I just sit behind the bar and just see these young niggas just blow money.
It's funny because you never get hit for the crime that the big shit. You said it was something petty they got you for. How petty was it?
Oh no, they got me for the
$600,000.
Oh damn. Yeah.
Had nothing.
You pausing business, bro.
They try to charge me with $600,000, but they only can prove $95,000. That's just how the feds work. They ain't gonna charge nothing they can't prove.
Can they come back and get you?
Nah.
Yeah, they got $1 million.
That's all.
They got $1 million.
I did my time.
Listen, homie, them niggas, whatever game they had, I would have let them niggas were going to Walmart, going behind the customer service there, cashing out the money like they the managers and paying themselves like they were getting their paycheck. Because they had a key or a code to that shit all over the country.
Oh yeah, nah, that's a joke. That's a joke. Blue collar crimes.
All these young people, homie, these ain't old. This ain't just all these young niggas with this game. I'm sitting back watching all these young niggas probably touch. Each one of them probably touch $500,000 a piece. Man,
why not Target, man?
Huh?
Why not Target? Walmart just seemed to...
I just came across the Walmart. Look, I just took advantage of it.
There you go, man.
I'm gonna take advantage of everything I do.
So for him to cross paths with that nigga Evil and his grandmother had already called down to the county jail and made the sheriff them aware and notify them. He's not supposed to cross paths with this man. They're not. Nigga, as soon as he get there, they put him in the same tank together.
Yeah, soon I left. I served my time in the feds. I still had the case, Tarrant County. So they packed me up, took me to Tarrant County. I get out the van. They booked me in Tarrant County, put me on the 10th floor. I think it was dorm D. And I come in. So I see my homeboy that got a murder case. I make my bed up, throw my stuff on there. I holler at my homeboy. And when he looked at me, he was like, I was like, nigga, why you looking like you seen a ghost or something? Nigga, what's up? He was like, nigga, we just got through talking about you. So, anybody, that's a normal reaction. Like, nigga, what you talking about me for? You know what I'm saying? I ain't been in here. What you talking about me for? He was like, nigga, come in the dorm. I got to talk to you. Let's go in your cell right quick. So we in there talking. So we talking, he easing back by the door. In Tarrant County, when you come out the door and you close it, it locked. You know what I'm saying? So he easing by the door. He finna get ready to go out the door. He was like, hey, that nigga even heard the one that killed your mama. And I was like, nigga, what? And he closed the door. Boom, and locked it. He told the guard, don't let me back out. Cause I went over there and told the guard what was going on. So when he did that, the nigga Eva came to the to my cell, to the door. And it's a little small little window. So that's how we had our conversation through the door. If I could have put my hands on it, I probably would put my hands on it. But that's how God works. I've been praying to ask him to forget his man, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we just had a conversation, asked him what's going on, why he do it. He telling me what's going on. Cousins ain't right, you know what I'm saying? And all type of stuff like this. So, in the conversation, I looked at him, I was like, hey, look, nigga, I've been praying. This is my conversation, this is how I tell him. I'm like, hey, look, nigga, since I'm talking to you, nigga, I've been praying since I was 12 years old, nigga, to look you in your eyes and tell you, nigga, I forgive you, nigga. I forgive you, nigga, no matter what else go on right here, I forgive you. So when I said that, the nigga broke down crying. So I can see I killed his spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The reasons he gave you, did you accept anything he was saying?
Nah, ain't no reason he can give me for killing my mama. You know what I'm saying? That's my mama, that's my baby.
Oh,
man.
My Mexican partner, Jose Rodriguez, he killed a neighborhood crime watch Mexican once before. And he spent 22 years in prison from when we were kids to now. And so I had a speaking engagement at Texas Western University. And we were speaking to a domestic violence class. And I had a registered nurse who was gonna come speak, but she called in and counseled, so I needed a speaker. He had just come home from doing those 22 and a half years. And so he came and spoke to that class. And at the end of the class, this young lady had went up to Dr. Linton and told Dr. Linton that this story that Jose had said that sound very familiar. So she went home and told her mom about the speakers. And her mom said, that's the man that killed your uncle. So they sent word back to Dr. Linton to tell Jose Rodriguez that they had forgiven him. He broke down crying. It's like he was freed. I got to hear my victim family say I was forgiven, but I was a kid. I was an 18-year-old kid. It's like a burden is lifted. You can't take nobody's life home and live in peace if you don't never hear those words, forgiveness from somebody.
Even with me too, when I forgave a nigga, it was like the cloud just come off me, like I can live now, like I can.
Crazy.
I mean, I feel like niggas not strong like me. You gotta be a strong nigga to do something like that. But God put you through the test. You know what I'm saying? I pray for that every night since 12. And I was 31 when I met the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So for 20 years plus, I've been asking God to, let's cross paths, let me talk to this nigga.
Man, when that nigga told me that, I'm saying, how likely can that prayer come true?
It ain't supposed to happen.
It ain't. This nigga got 20-some years to do in New Jersey. He got 60 to do in Texas. And come on, homie, how can God make that happen?
Yeah, some niggas will break into jail. Like, I break in to meet a nigga. Like, it's just, I'm telling you, that's unlikely.
But like I said, like, it wasn't like touchable, like I could touch him. He old, but he
needs to be that way.
He was on the cane too. He old, so my granny had already told me she called down to Tarrant County, and my granny had already told me he was there. He was there before I knew he was there. But she had called down there and told them that I can't be in the room with him. That's the first thing they did. So in my mind, I'm like, I went to jail when he was 7 months. You know what I'm saying? I miss my son. I miss my daughter. I got a 9-year-old daughter right now. So I miss my granny. I miss my sisters. They need me. So all that play a part when you go to think about, and I feel like they was trying to set me up because they knew I was finna get out.
Had to be.
But say stay right there because this part of your head tell you, man, they trying to get this to cancel each other out.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. You thought about that?
Yeah, I thought about that. I feel like they wanted me to do something to them so they can give me some time, or they want all that. They want to see us kill each other anyway. You know,
I think even when you see the Jeffrey Dahmer situation where they let old dude was able to get to him, I think guards play into that. Like, hey, we got the situation. Let's see how it goes. Let's take bets.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time in there.
Yeah, you don't know who was friends with his mama, who feels some kind of way because the crime was real. It was real big in the paper.
But you gotta also think he got to serve 60 years out here in the Texas penitentiary. Our family did. So I ain't have to do nothing to him. He gonna get his issue down there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I wanna come. Me personally, I ain't never been a gang member. I've been by myself, so I don't care about proving nothing to no nigga. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do what I did what was right for me. You know what I'm saying? What was right for my heart.
You forgave him.
Yeah, I feel like that was the right thing to do for me.
Would you feel a way if something was to happen to him in prison, or you would like to see him live an old, ripe life and die old in prison?
Nah, I wouldn't feel no type of way. If he gonna get what he get, I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't care. Right. You know, I don't be wishing death on nobody.
And the only reason I say that because you was moving around outside where his other family members are still out and about. Did you ever run into them and be able to speak with them? It's
like this. Like it's a small hood. Like I've been knowing his other family member before I knew him. Before he ever messed with my mom. Like his big cousin used to date my daddy's sister.
Yeah.
So he been knowing me all my life, but I never blamed them.
Yeah.
I can't blame another man for his actions. Yeah. He did that. They ain't tell him to do it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's funny. I say it because I lost my mom when I was almost 2 decades ago. With you being a father now and seeing everything you've seen and seeing what you do, what do you feel like your mom would be doing now? If she was still around to be here with you? I know your granny kind of raised you, but what do you think she'll be doing now?
If my mom was here, I would have graduated. I went to college at 17.
Yeah.
I think I would have graduated college. I've been waiting. I would never went to jail. None of that. My mama, I couldn't even bring her home. I couldn't bring her 85 home on her report card. That's weird. She'd be my ass. I had to have a 90 and better. She'd be my ass. I went from 4-work school to making 70s and 60s and thinking that's the cool thing to do to making 90s. And the 90s is up when I moved with her. So, like I say, she worked 4 jobs. She you know what I'm saying? She bought me my first lawnmower. I started cutting grass at 10 years old when I moved with her.
So peep game, right? So when I come to the hood with the youth program, I'm watching all these young niggas do what they do. And then I'm running the bar at night at the after hour spot when they putting the guns on each other, about to kill each other. But he always stood out. I done stayed at his grandmother's house. Me and his uncle, Eric, man, we was tight. So I watched him take his money at one point and try to do something different. With everything going around, long before the feds got on him. And he went and got all his little cousins, homie, and got lawnmowers. So I didn't know that mama bought him a lawnmower. Yeah. He went and got all his little cousins and got a lawnmower and got a truck and had got all them niggas out the blocks and doing what they were doing, homie, and put them little niggas to work. That's when I saw that little nigga was a gang-related nigga. Yeah, that's freaky. That's freaky. Yeah.
Do you think your mother, as the father you are with today, you think she would be proud to see what you're doing?
Yeah. Yeah. One thing about my mama, my daddy wasn't in my life all my life, but she never talked bad about it. She never told me one thing bad about my daddy. Amen. She always told me he was a good daddy. If he can be in my life, he'll be there. Which he's been in my life since he's been out. He's a great daddy.
And your granny taught you, don't snitch. Your mama, granny, the whole family.
Mama's uncle, cousin.
Yeah, everybody say, hey, nigga, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
It's 2023. Has your thoughts on that changed at all a little bit?
I know it still don't snitch.
Niggas ain't keeping it solid like they used to though.
I mean, I just went to the Fed. They had 20 pictures lined up in front of me for the Walmart thing. I ain't telling a soul.
Oh yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, I ain't telling nobody.
They like, oh, 20.
Did anybody tell on you?
Yeah.
Wait. So do unto others as others do unto you?
Nah, I'm on a 5-man conspiracy. It's only me and four other females. One of my cousins baby mamas told on me.
It's a reason why Fort Worth Walmarts is shut down. They only got a few of them here and there. Say, man, listen. Say, man, that's all I can say, man. Them young niggas were getting some money. They were getting a lot of money, and it wasn't the gift cards. Now, so because they was able to go get the money, because they were getting Walmart pay cards as if they was employees, going in loading up $20,000 as if it's their paycheck, because they got this manager's code. So where the feds came in, when they go get the money out the ATM machine, that's what make it federal. When you go get that, withdraw that money.
Oh man.
So now, homie, I was watching them. Man, it's a whole little group of them. You know.
You say he was blowing the money though. From what you see.
Well, you know, we had the gambling shack. You know, the after hour spot. So you know, them niggas like to gamble. You know, they gonna have all them motherfucking Michael Jordan tennis shoes. Yeah, man, they go tear the money up to show off. They go burn it. But one thing that nigga did do, homie. Whatever I did with the kids in the community, that nigga go, yeah. He go have the Halloween candy. He played Robin Hood with the money. Yeah.
What was the craziest thing you did with the money?
I threw $7,000 at strip club. All one night. They was sweeping the money. They was sweeping literally with a broom. They had like 5 trash bags.
In hindsight, was it worth it to throw 7 bands in this?
Nah, I sit and thought about it. It wasn't worth it.
You could have had the same fun for less than half.
I was, you know what? No.
Man, you talking about Project Baby.
But you know, that's what I just to say.
Hunter's like this in one pocket.
I'm just saying, like, you know, when you come from nothing, you gotta realize I come from nothing. My mama dead, my daddy in jail. Well,
man, throw that goddamn money.
We ain't getting taught. We ain't getting taught to invest this money in this and invest this money in that. You know what I'm saying? When we come up here, we
hey man, you tried, man. You tried, man. Throw that goddamn money.
He tried. Because all us around the old nigga Pops, homie. So we all Pops getting us all some game. So you know, Pops, man, you know, but they young, they cocky. How you gonna tell a young nigga with $200,000 in his pockets, and if he throws 7, he gonna get 15 more tomorrow? It's hard. Man, it's hard to tell them young niggas anything.
They you know it's crazy because that was my friend I had. I go in the strip club, I throw some money. I be like, I'm that shit back double tomorrow. I ain't tripping.
What's the thirstiest thing they did in there when you threw the 7 though?
Red light.
Nah, me personally, I used to go in there. I don't even like strippers to touch me. I don't even like. It was just being there showing out. To me, it was just nigga. I'm me. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I came from nothing, and then when you sit back and think about it, you be like, nigga, you dumb the motherfucker.
You wanted that belly moment experience. That moment, like, ooh, look at this.
And shout out to his daddy, homie, because his daddy took care of the family from the inside too.
So.
Did you put any money in your daddy books, like as you was getting to the money?
I just put a couple, like $100 or something like every now.
I thought about to say a couple thousand. He was eating good.
But my daddy gonna be straight. My daddy gonna be straight wherever he go. My daddy straight. You know what I'm saying?
Well, DJ, I gotta ask you, you know, for the sake of, you know, this interview, and from everything you've been through, what have you learned from not only your hood, from the people that surround your hood, and just for you personally, from everything you've been through?
I think it just taught me how to be a better daddy. I want to be here for my kids more. I feel like growing up without a daddy, you be misled a lot. You know, they play a major part in what we do and how we treat women, everything. You don't got no daddy to teach you. And then you're going to be fucked up out here. all my mistakes I made it for him and my other kid.
Yeah, you a girl dad too.
Yeah.
So you kind of know both sides of. Yeah, that's a lot of responsibility.
Like, it's even with my daughter, she gonna know that I never not to date a nigga like me.
Damn, man, you said a lot right there. You said a lot.
I'm a teacher, but I had to go through all this to teach them. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to I never want them to experience some of the stuff I experienced and all that. So all this stuff just taught me to be me. I never deal with niggas. I never hung with niggas. I always been by myself. But it just taught me how to be a better daddy and love my kids and to show them the right way. To teach. If he gets some money, he gonna know how to invest in it.
And I'm just curious. You got Charleston here. You got your son here.
Yeah.
This is a moment in time right here that's gonna live on forever. At what point do you tell your son about the story about your mama, what happened and all that stuff? At what point do you feel like he's ready to hear that story?
He know his granny dead. He 3 years old. He's smart. He know what's going on.
Man.
I ain't gonna hide nothing from him.
Man, oof.
You know, he know it, but that's just life. You gotta. Me personally, I can't let him grow up without knowing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he know he gotta visit the graveyard and see his granny. You know, that's what all my kids.
Well, there you go, man. Again, I know we're confined on time, but your story, there's a much deeper story about Stop6 that you're a part of that we need to get to. We'll have time to get to it and stuff like that. But for those that do want to,
and let me just say
go
this.
ahead, Charles.
And let me just say this: a lot of the trouble that he got into, even in federal and state court, we. I ain't gonna say we, but just by me being able to talk to him and other people understanding his history, that's a mitigating factor. That's a mitigating factor where he's not sentenced to the higher sentencing guidelines to a higher end, because of what he had to endure as a child.
You spoke on his situation?
Oh man, I done made a whole bunch of phone calls.
He made a whole bunch of calls for me.
Yeah, homie, I done shook some trees for this nigga here. Yeah. Because he the old man, baby. That's Pops. You know, in the streets, homie. That's one of Pops' babies. So yeah, when the old man called, and then I took a liking to him, just sitting back and watching him from behind the bar. When I'm fucking with the kids, he come over there and swing the axe with us. Yeah, he throwing the Halloween trick or treat candy. Yeah, so now he was a little Robin Hood as a young nigga, and I'm seeing this that he different amongst them other niggas, them other young niggas, homie. And so yeah, homie, I think he was well worth risking my reputation and my name. Yeah.
How often do you come across young men like him that is actually worth, like reaching out to or pouring into?
Yeah, all the time. It's a video of me going viral about a 12-year-old kid getting killed. And I somewhat blame the father from just listening to the mothers and the grandmothers. And I was wrong because the father was just like a young nigga just like him, homie, from the streets, in the streets, and just so happened to have his son with him, and this tragedy happened. So I run across young niggas like that all the time. So I talk to the dad. But what the dad did, the dad went and hollered at the old man. But nigga, I was willing to go to some full lengths. Yeah.
It sound like you about to go there. It look like you about to go there. Yeah, you about to go there.
Nah, it ain't just for him. I done that many a time for many children that have come up dead. Nigga, I done hunted down a nigga that killed Mr. Leroy, homie, from the south side that fixed transmissions, trying to hide out. So if you violate the community, homie, somebody got to be willing to go there with the nigga that do this kind of wrong to us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's a bunch of little DJs, homie, that I meet in the communities and even abroad out in other cities, that I just say, fuck it, homie, yeah, I even lie for you.
Man.
Yeah, I even lie for you. I even say that, yeah, you work with me, and you don't work with me and you haven't worked with me, but after this you're gonna work with me. But I come live and say you've been working with me.
So you've been giving community hours, community service hours that ain't nobody did.
I ain't gonna say that. That's tampering with government documents. Them probation papers is government document. But yeah, I done it. Fuck it. Yeah, I done
it. When I first got out, I had to do some community out. He said he was finna set up a little fishing program for me.
Not much needed. Did he do it?
Yeah, well,
I went back to jail.
He went, well, see, homie, this what fucked me up, homie. The Fed been watching this nigga do all this, make all this money, only to end up fishing every day broke. So the nigga, but now at this point, he got a desire to do right.
Yeah.
Man, fuck this shit. So the nigga started going to go fish every day and then start selling the fish to the Arab store so they can sell them as minnows. Nigga, that's good game.
Yeah, oh yeah, night part of the circle of
Man,
life.
so here it is. He going fishing. We done dug a little small little creek pond in the back for the kids to go fishing. So he filling up our tank for fish so we can build our pond. COVID hit, he go to the feds. So now him and his son fishing. Little nigga caught 14 fish yesterday.
Oh,
how many fish you caught yesterday? 14.
Did you throw it back or?
Yeah,
Did you throw it back?
There you go. All right. Just making sure. Catch and release. DJ, I ain't gonna lie, man.
Has it been hard to make that transition from having all this paper to, just kind of building it back the
hard.
righteous way?
Yeah, it's hard.
You get sweaty palms when you walk in Walmart nowadays? Like just ooh.
I walking there, I be cool. I did my time.
Oh, no, they hip now. They got number machines back there. You can't fool them machines.
But they almost all self-checkout now.
Yeah. So is it up with Walmart and is it Target or like you still fucking Walmart?
Kmart get some play.
I mean,
Amazon, like what we?
I wouldn't know because I ain't gonna lie, that little Fed thing scared me.
Hey, listen, Fed time is dead time. I will say this, man. Just even the name Evil, that ring bells off the Stop 6 stuff like that. For him to do what he did to your mother, the one thing that we didn't do was give your mother, I want you to say her name because she's mom all day, but she need, I want you to definitely
Keisha Kennard.
There you go. This is for her. Thank you for even like giving us that story because that's very, very, very personal.
We gonna try to put it on Tubi. We gonna try to turn it into a movie.
Man, I'm telling you, the details of it is you can't write that kind of shit. Nah. It just you can't write it. It writes itself. I'm about to write stuff.
But even when we see the tragedy in Chicago with the 14-year-old killing the man for assaulting his mother. There are many stories of black women being killed and abused, homie, from niggas like Evil. And because of their gang ties and their gang affiliation, it has to be silent pain and silent tears because everybody in the hood has some ties to it because of the nigga status to the hood. It's a whole bunch of niggas in the hood. They got big names that do horrible things from molestation to rape to murder. And because who they are and what they are in the hood, we have to suffer in silence.
And they want the women to be quiet. Like,
they go back to the reason why at 12 years old I was carrying a pistol.
Oh yeah, no.
Because I know I told on a nigga, but I wasn't gonna let nobody mess with me. You know what I'm saying? I was still gonna walk around my hood. I still gonna do whatever I wanted to do. But
so we that fucked up as a race where a 12-year-old kid becomes a witness to his mother's death, and he have to carry the banner of a snitch. Or the code of breaking the shame of breaking the code where now I got to put a pistol. Are we that fucked up? Nigga, that's how a 3-year-old can squeeze a trigger and kill a 12-year-old. Damn. Like what we just seen the other day.
So you was carrying a pistol before you ever like felt a woman like intimately?
I stole my first gun.
That's crazy. Man, all right. Well, DJ, man, once again, in Charleston, I thank you for, by way of Charleston, coming through here. Again, there's a bigger story to tell, and we definitely going to get to it. For those that do want to, follow you, make sure they checking up with you. How can they get at you? How can they follow you?
This nigga he ain't got no social media platform. He ain't got one social media platform.
I got Facebook, but I'm not a social media type dude. Like, I don't know. I guess I got to start getting me some. I don't know. I got Facebook. Derek Moore on Facebook. Matter of fact, after I did the podcast with Dewberry and him, The nigga son hit me up in my inbox, Eva's son.
Damn.
He was like, oh, so you the dude that my daddy and mama killed. Man, I always want to know what was going on. I want to meet you. Woo, woo. In my mind, I was like, man, this nigga trying to set me up or something.
Yeah,
Like, killing this nigga.
But it's just like Pablo Escobar's son and the news reporter's son who Pablo killed. They grew up to become best friends because one wanted to know about the other's pain.
Right.
Then that's how he came in. He was like, man, I'm sorry for what my daddy did, woo, and all that. So I was like, man, I was confused.
The
like,
sins of our father.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The sins of our father. So that child is carrying the shame and the sins of his father and won't,
all the way from Cali. He in Cali.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's how the movie ends, man. Fade to black. End credits.
There you go.
There you go. DJ Charleston, man. Hey, I appreciate you for coming through, man. Real life situation. I gotta say it, man. Sit on this couch, man. You're part of a huge crowd. So definitely thank you for your story. You are a real life street star, man. We salute it, man. DJ Charleston.
Real life street star.